In this episode, I'm going to be taking you guys through the new immigration policies for the United Kingdom and how it affects people who are looking to travel to the United Kingdom for work or for studies. And then I'm going to relate it as to the new levels of people that are being deported from the United Kingdom. So if you want to know how Rishi Sunak, who is the new Prime Minister for the United Kingdom, and his Home Secretary Suella Braverman, how their divergent policies are going to affect your chances of immigrating to the UK, I guess you should keep it locked on this channel. I'm gonna dash up to the market, and you guys already know I'm gonna be right back with more.
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical. All the niggas mimical, but this fair still on taking literal. Punchlines collateral. Maximum damage.
Hello, Chronicles. Hello, YouTube. How are you all doing today? It's still your value-based king, Fuse, from FuseChronicles.com. You guys already know us. We are your one-stop shop for everything and anything that has to do with travel, tourism, and lifestyle. And we always come out with 2 videos every week on Mondays and on Thursdays, all covering topics ranging from travel and tourism across select countries. So guys, if you guys are following the news, or if you follow popular social media platforms like Reddit, like Twitter, like Instagram, you guys would notice that there's been an elevated levels of foreign nationals, both from Africa, from Asia, that are being deported from the United Kingdom every week, and even those that have been slated to be deported in the next couple of months. This is not coincidental at all. The immigration policies that is earmarked to take effect by the new Prime Minister for the United Kingdom, Rishi Sunak, and his Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, is what is responsible for this mass deportations, okay? Now, I'm going to take you guys through new policies, and I'll tell you how Rishi Sunak's views clashes with Suella Braverman. They're not on the same page, okay? Let's get that right. These 2 individuals are not on the same page, okay? So let's start from Suella Braverman. So Suella Braverman rose into prominence during the Boris Johnson administration. She was very instrumental in making sure that Boris Johnson became the Prime Minister for the United Kingdom, and her reward for this was being appointed as the Attorney General for that region, okay? There was this controversy that surrounded her appointment as Attorney General. She sent sensitive information via her private mail to another member, high-ranking member of the cabinet, and this was what made her resign her position as Attorney General. But when Rishi Sunak mounted the stage or became Prime Minister for the United Kingdom, he reinstated her back as the Home Secretary for the UK. And you guys already know the Home Office. The Home Office are the ones that are in charge of implementing immigration policies, okay? Now, Rishi Sunak, you guys already know Rishi Sunak, okay? So I'm not even going to talk about him or his portfolio. You guys know Rishi Sunak has always been there and thereabouts in each cabinet that rose to the top in the United Kingdom. But Rishi Sunak is not pro-immigration, neither is he anti-immigration. I know a lot of international applicants or people looking to come into the UK from different countries are all saying, oh, he's Indian. And by the way, he also has African descent as well. His great-great-grandfather was from Tanzania. So people say, oh, Africans are covered, Indians are covered. No, it's not as simple as that. You guys need to understand, in Tier 1 countries like the United Kingdom, smile or don't look favorably at nepotism. Now, nepotism is, oh, he's my brother, is going to help me. You don't do all those third world countries kind of things there. Now, Rishi Sunak is not, like I said, opposed to new immigrants coming in or even some going out. He only wants the immigration levels to remain the same, okay? He's against setting targets for new immigrants. So he doesn't want targets set. He wants the levels to be the same, the way they were before he assumed office. Suella Braverman, on the other hand, she's anti-immigration. Totally anti-immigration. She's been caught on record. Saying the amount of Indians that overstay their visa in the United Kingdom is more than any and every other race that come in from other parts of the world to the United Kingdom. In fact, if you don't know better, you would think that she has an agenda against Indians. Now look at this, Indians, not blacks, okay? I see a lot of YouTubers who come out and say the British government are out to get black people, the British government are out to get Africans. No, sir, you are making a lot of noise. The noise you're making is what is going to make their searchlight to beam on your location, okay? She is after Indians. She wants the immigration number to come down to the tens of thousands, not hundreds of thousands, not millions, tens of thousands. Now, what people who are interested in immigrating to the United Kingdom have going for them is private businesses, both medium, small, and large-sized businesses that take out sponsorship license with your home office are trying to lobby for international candidates, applicants, or workers, immigrants from other countries to come into the UK to take out skill shortage jobs, particularly in the hospitality sector and construction sector, not healthcare sector, okay? Now I know, I'm not negating the fact that there are also skill shortages in the healthcare sector, but it's getting a little bit saturated. Okay, there are so many people coming into the UK who are looking to take support roles, healthcare assistant roles, and all these kinds of jobs. It's getting a little bit saturated. You guys need to stay guided in your decision-making process. Okay, now there's a reason why I had to start this video with the immigration policies, and I actually talked about Suella Braverman's position, and I now talked about Rishi Sunak's position, so you guys can understand how this affects you. Now, why are there mass deportations? Now, the UK is making its immigration policies and criteria for eligibility for you to come into the UK very stringent. Just yesterday, yesterday, I met a lady who was planning to travel. She was planning to travel to the United Kingdom, and she was going to study, okay? She was going to study, and she was mandated by the school to take an IELTS test. This is unheard of for Nigerians who are looking to go study in the UK. It's never done. The way it used to be before, if you're going for your master's, you go to the university where you graduated for your undergrad, you get your transcript or you get your certificate, your bachelor's degree certificate, you get all these documents, hospital, go to your state liaison office, and all these other documents, and you send them to your school, and that's enough for you to get an offer. And when you accept the offer and pay your tuition fee, you get a confirmation of enrollment. Not anymore. The laws and the rules are changing, and they're changing very quickly. Okay? The UK is trying its best to make sure that if you're coming to the country, you're coming to do what you say you're coming to do. Now, let's talk about people who are going to the UK to get or to hold down healthcare assistant positions. What are you doing? What are you doing? My wife the other day showed me a video of a lady who had finally made it across to the UK. She was a teacher. I think she was a secondary or primary school teacher in Nigeria. Maybe you guys must have even watched the video because she's on YouTube here as well. She was talking about how she moved from Nigeria to the UK. She was a teacher with no experience whatsoever in healthcare assistant role, but she got a job as a healthcare assistant. How does that work again? Someone please pinch me. Tell me how that works. How can you be a teacher and just make a career switch like swiftly to become a healthcare assistant? And what is wrong with these people that move to the UK and the first thing they do is to start a YouTube channel and you're just snitching on yourself? You're literally snitching on yourself. So you were an engineer and now you're a healthcare worker. There are even doctors, Jesus Christ, doctors who take a pay downgrade and become healthcare assistants. How can a doctor become a healthcare assistant? Nurses being healthcare assistants. How? It's insane. There was this nurse who reached out to me on Instagram. If you're watching this video, please, I'm going to advise you now. She's a nurse, certified, went to school, studied, and she's a certified nurse. She did not meet the cutoff for her IELTS score. So she got a lower band in her IELTS test. And so she's looking for healthcare assistant jobs instead of the nursing jobs. If you are found out, you are going to be deported straight away. I'm telling you guys, this is what is going on. And that's why you keep hearing huge amounts of people who are getting deported or who have been earmarked to be deported from the United Kingdom. There are so many opportunities for you to take up different sponsorship positions in companies in the hospitality sector, in the construction sector, even in the handcraft sector, plumbers, electricians, and all these positions. What is this madness? What is this obsession with healthcare assistant jobs? You get engineers that tell you, oh, I'm a healthcare assistant. I'm like, dude, how? What are you doing? You're leaving yourself open to being deported in the future. And even if you do get healthcare assistant jobs, why don't you take a course from Nigeria, from South Africa, from anywhere outside the European Union? You have to pay money for these courses. But if you're already in the UK or in the EU or in an EU member country, these courses are free. Take a course. Most of these courses are hour bound. So what I mean by hour bound is maybe it's a 10-hour course, maybe it's a 24-hour course, maybe it's a 30-hour course, but you could crash it into one day and sit for the test, pass it and get the certification, and that's you being legitimate in the UK. You guys are doing it all wrong. I see people coming out on YouTube and they tell you, oh, I traveled to the UK to study. And they're doing content about everything apart from showing you the actual universities. They're showing you when they go shopping, they're showing you when they go in house hunting, they're showing you everything, but they never ever take you to the university. Do you know what you're doing to yourself? Do you realize that not only Nigerians or not only South Africans or Ghanaians have access to YouTube? Do you realize that YouTube is a social media platform that everybody the world over can get access to? What would happen if the Home Office gets a wind of your videos and realize this person came here to study but spends more time making YouTube videos? What is this madness? You went to the UK to work. Why are you spending your time making YouTube videos? And some haters are going to tell me, Fuse, let them be. They're helping us out. But they're not helping themselves. And all these videos I hear of people that go to the UK and they just spread all these falsehoods. Oh, I just got to the UK last year, I own a house. I'm like, how? When you see people that own houses, they either have support in the UK, maybe an uncle, a dad, or a relative in the UK who uses their credit rating and credit score to help you own a house. You guys are buying all this stuff, hook, line, and sinker, and you guys are not doing stuff that was so totally overboard, and you get found out and you get deported. And you start to ask yourself, why are they hunting black people? Why are they witch hunting? They're not witch hunting black people. You guys are just making all manners of mistakes and errors. You went there to study, so study. If you want to get a job while studying, check your visa page on your passport. What is the duration of time that you've been allowed to work? Is it 10 hours? Is it 20 hours? If they say you can only work for 10 hours per week or 20 hours per week, then do not violate the terms of your visa. Only work for 10 or 20 hours a week. Don't go about getting full-time employment. Not everybody can do it the way Fuse did it. Because when I was in the UK, I was studying and I was working full-time at the same time. And when I finished, I also stayed back to work. Not everybody can do it that way. Okay? You can do it, and when you want to apply for a change in visa status, or maybe you want to apply for a full residency, you are going to be denied like this. These guys know what they're doing. Think about it for a minute. Most countries on earth have been colonized by the British. They colonized America. And you think they can't have access to your records? Come on, man. Wake up. Okay, it breaks my heart every day when I hear about the population or the amount of people that are being deported, are being earmarked for deportation because of minor schoolboy errors. When I was in the UK studying, I met this guy in the club who told me, this was what he told me. He said, listen, Fuse, if you came to the UK to study, please focus on studying. Because I came to the UK to study as an international student, I dropped out of school, and even the job I dropped out of school for, eventually I got sacked, and now I'm in the UK as an illegal immigrant. I can't even go home because I've stayed in the UK for too long. My mom is thinking that I'm a big boy now. I can't go home because if I go back to Nigeria, I'm going to break her heart. So focus. Leave YouTube alone. You can come back to YouTube when you've established yourself in the United Kingdom. It's not running anywhere. YouTube has been here for ages and it will remain here for ages to come. Stop snitching on yourself. When you come out in front of the camera and start talking next level things, you are snitching on yourself. The Home Office does not have some of this information that you're sharing. So when you come out and you start going over the top with whatever it is you're saying and they come after you, you start to ask yourself, why are they witch hunting me? You made them witch hunt you. You did it. You did it alone. Nobody helped you. You did it by yourself. I saw a girl on YouTube who is also into travel and tourism content for the UK. She came out and said, the Home Office is suing me. Came out with the next episode. Why the Home Office is suing me? Because I'm giving out too much information. But she's still giving out too much information. Think. They're suing you. And you're in front of the camera even again. What is wrong with you? Don't you have families? Don't you have people that depend on you for source of living, sustenance and livelihood? Focus. You're in the UK to work. You're in the UK to study. Whatever you're there for, focus. Be on your job. Leave YouTube and leave cloud chasing. Okay? These guys are serious. They want to get the immigration numbers down. And sometimes to get more people in, they want to send the ones in out. So stop doing this. Rishi Sunak is not your brother. He is not pro-immigration. Suella Braverman, these people, even Suella Braverman even has Indian descent. She has Indian blood, but these people are anti-immigration. And you guys are just here shooting videos and shooting content in the name of helping my family and my followers, and you're putting yourself at risk. You're even making it hard for people who are out to even get in. Alright, guys, I know this video was very emotional. I did not really expect it to be this emotional, but I see all these videos and I'm like, what are you doing? I see people caption videos, free visa to, I'm like, free visa to what? There's no free visa to Europe. No country offers free visa. The only country that offers free visa is Maldives and those kind of countries. No European country offers free visa. And you guys are just here shooting bubbles through people's you know what. And people are buying these things hook, line and sinker and expecting they don't have any qualification to get jobs in the UK. What madness? What is this? Focus. Okay? So guys, I hope this video has been able to help you guys understand new immigration policies for immigrants looking to come into the UK, as well as why there's so many people being deported out of the UK. If this video was helpful, don't forget, subscribe, turn the notification bell, like our videos and share them with your friends, okay? And in our next episode, I'm going to be coming out with a video that has to do with New Zealand. I'm going to be talking about how you can move to New Zealand without a visa for people who are from select countries, okay? You guys know me, I always come out with the goods. I do not preach any fallacy, and what I tell you the videos about is always what it's about, okay? So don't forget what I always say. I'm giving you this torch. Now it's your job to go out and light other torches so that people can stay guided on the best possible line of action to take. Okay? If you want to know more, about UK content, particularly companies in the UK who are looking to employ immigrants from their home country and offer them sponsorship, a video is going to pop up to my right. Why don't you click that video and get that information? Until the next time, I remain your boy Fuse. Bye bye for now.